Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back again with another show. We have got so much to talk about. This is the season review. So far, it's half time in the season, and we'll be back after this short little intro because CONTE needs this. Antonio Conte. There you go. There you have it. Antonio Conte. I think we need to hear that, Matt. So welcome back to the stream, Matt. Welcome back. As I said, Premier Hotspur, we are back again with another stream. Matt, welcome back. How are we? It's been a long time. We haven't spoken before. What we speak in text about. We haven't done a show. So we've got a lot to catch up on, Matt. How are we?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for tonight, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see some channel regulars, and I hope people have stuck by us. It's just been a bit of a crazy time work-wise, and you've been doing stuff, I've been doing stuff, but yeah, we've had a chat, and it's slowing down, so we're gonna try and commit to more shows. We'll at least try and get one out a week if we can, guys. But well, it's been a interesting season. We can half a season. We'll say that for now. But I hope everyone's well, and I'm looking forward to getting into it, mate.
That's it. As I said, at the bottom of the screen there, guys, you see the Spurs season review. It's half time in the season. Obviously, for the World Cup, it's kicking off in a week's time, which I'm not a massive international football lover. I've gone off really England big time. So won't be covering much of England stuff on here, but definitely catch up. We'll be doing some more Spurs stuff, Matty. But I said, guys, if you are listening now, you're watching us at the minute, smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. We are sorry we haven't been putting content out. As Matt said, we have been very, very busy in our personal lives. I mean, work and such. So, Matt, let's get into it, Matt. Let's talk. Let's talk about how the season's gone so far. And you in the comments, guys, let's get involved. Come and talk to us, guys, as well. Tell us how you think the season has gone so far. It's been an up and down, Matt. It's so up and down, Matt. In it, we had quite a good start. Then. And it's gone like that, Matt. It's like that. It's been a roller coaster of a season, Matt.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think if you can quote I suppose a song, it would be the song by Ronan Keating, wouldn't it? Life is a roller coaster. That's what the Spurs fan is at the moment. It hasn't been. I wouldn't say it's been terrible, but I wouldn't say it's been, fantastic. I think we're just about grinding out results and trying to get the job done. And we've had a, very tough period with many injuries. I can't think of many teams who would have coped how we coped with the main injuries we had. And they weren't little injuries; they were, major. At least your front 3 or 4 out, wasn't it? So, yeah. I'm not fully sort of happy, but we are where we are. The table doesn't lie, as you say. And I think they've done a good job, and I think we've actually showed quite a lot of mentality and a bit of guts and spirit. I have seen the team, come back from a lot of adversity, so that's good to see. But blimey, we need a lot more quality coming through if we're going to go anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. As I said, let's go. Let's take ourselves back. Oh, let's start. Is anyone in the comment section there, Matty? Before we carry on.
Looks like we have got a few, mates. That's really good. John Spurs says, yo, guys. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, John.
Our beats Adam. He says, yes, guys. I'm still a bit unsure about. Still, I've got no hair now, but I pulled it all out.
yes, Ad.
Michael Lee Mabs. He says, hello, guys.
Yes, guys.
Hello, mate. John says Hugo is the liability. 90% of our goals are down to him. All 3 goals they scored today should have been saved.
Oh, I haven't seen other goals. I want to watch match of day tonight. So
I'd probably say one of them maybe. I think the Rodrigo finish for the third was a really good finish actually, but I think that's harsh to say he should have saved it. But everyone's got their opinion.
Absolutely.
Paul Alton says, good evening, Simon and Matt. Frustrating season, but finished on a high after today's game. We need to spend in January. Surely Levy knows this. Yeah,
as I said, Paul, we will get into that. Absolutely, 100%. We will talk about transfers and Daniel Levy. Whose fault is it up to now? You know what I mean? Yeah, 100% we'll cover that.
That was the final comment, mate.
Right, that's it then. Okay, guys, I said keep supporting us, guys. Smash the like. Subscribe if you already haven't, guys. Get this content out to your families and friends because we are close to 1K. We've been saying it now for a fair number of months, years. Matt, let's take ourselves back to the beginning of the season. Our first 7 games, Matt.
Yep.
Where we won the 4 of the 7 and we drew 3. We started off with beating Southampton 4-1. We drew with Chelsea, that last minute winner. That felt like a win, really. That was a good result at Stamford Bridge. Where we don't get, that's not a happy place for us. Do you know what I mean? Then we a tight 1-0 at home to Wolves. A good performance against Forest away, 2-0. West Ham. It's like that with West Ham. They always turn up against us. They can, like today, they're poor. I mean, but next week, if it was Tottenham, they'll turn up. You know it for sure. Then we had Fulham at home, yet again tight, 2-1. Then Matt, we had back-to-back Champions League because obviously the City game got called off because obviously the passing of the Queen. So we had 2 back-to-back Champions League games where we won 2-0 against Marseille, made hard work of it, trying to get over that line. And going away to Sporting, which it wasn't the greatest. I mean, it wasn't the greatest I've seen, but I thought if we can nick a draw, but yet again, we will come back to it. We'll talk about them. The big thing tonight will be where do we start with this defence? You know what I mean? Then this defence let us down for that one, and we lost 2-0. Then we went on to beat Leicester 6-2. I mean, then it's the following week after that, Arsenal at the Emirates, and we lose 3-1. So Matt, I said, then we went on to Frankfurt away, and we draw 0-0. Brighton away 1-0. Where at the time Brighton I think just come off beating Liverpool or United, something like that, a week before.
Drew against Liverpool, and it was their new manager. It was their new manager's first home game, wasn't it? So that pressure was on, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, and then we.
And after the passing of obviously Ventroni as well, that
absolutely.
I think a lot of people kind of forget that. I still think that has affected Conte more than we know. I think anyway.
Yeah. Then we went on to beat Frankfurt at home in the Champions League 3-2, very tight again. Then we beat Everton at home 2-0. Just go over the line, Matt. You know what I mean? Weren't great performances these. Then 2 back-to-back losses against Manchester United and Newcastle. Then a 1-1 draw at home to Sporting, which we should have won that in extra time, in injury time with that goal. We know that as a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, but then we went on to Bournemouth, 2 down. The mentality was there. We saw it in the second half. We always say this, Matt, Antonio Conte's team that always have a mentality. He always drives that mentality in them to win or try not to lose the game. I mean, he sets up not to lose. Then we went away to Marseille, one of the worst first half performances, Matt. We woke up in the second half, Matt.
Oh, shocking.
It was a really good performance, and we fully deserved that. I think over the 90 minutes. And then I was expecting us to really go at Liverpool. We did not turn up for the first half, but second half, mate, we absolutely peppered them. How would we didn't come away with at least a point from that game? It's
Even
beyond
like
me.
certain moments in the first half, obviously we hit the post against Liverpool as well. We should have had a penalty. You know, it just wasn't going our way that day. But
Absolutely.
again, like you say, in like the last, it's just been defensive errors. That's what cost us all the time.
In the last month, we played about 12 games, Matt. It's been a real tough going for the lads. People can say yes, they get paid all this money. They should be playing all this. They should be used to it. At the end of the day, Matt, they're human beings, Matt. They're human beings at the end of the day, right? And as you know, as a personal trainer, Matt, you probably know more than me that your body only can take so much, Matt. I mean, we know. I mean, 12 games, Matt, in space of a month, something like that. It's a lot of games, Matt. It's some going.
It's not much time to prepare for games either. You know, obviously last season we had like a whole week.
Absolutely. Then we lost to Forest 2-0 in the Carabao Cup, which that's probably the worst performance I've seen, Matt. Absolutely dog shit. Shocking.
It was bad.
Dog shit.
Really bad.
Lost me on my bet because all I needed Tottenham to get one goal and I won the bet, and then that's probably been the highlight of my week. I mean, then today, one of them roller coaster games again. Yeah, I mean, both teams to set up, they're not great, are they? And both Tottenham and Leeds at this present moment.
I think both showed their.
But the character was there again, Matt. It was never say die attitude. Just kept us going, Matt. Yeah. So, Matt, I've said, Matt, from Southampton, start of the season, up to now Leeds, it's been an up and down season. Some people calling for Conte's head, which is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
And Matt, just try and clear up. How do you feel about how the season's gone? Matt, as I said, from the Southampton game right up to today's game against Leeds.
No, I think I've been, probably the first 7 or 8 games, we were grinding out results, playing reasonably well. We were scoring goals. And then obviously, I think injuries just hit us at the wrong sort of time. Players off form. I still personally don't think we've come out of maybe second gear, to be honest, mate. I really don't. I think we can play a lot better. We saw it last year. But whether that's as high as these ability of player, that's as high as Conte can take players. Maybe that was the max level, that they had. I mean, on the defence, Dyer is a better player when Romero's there. I think he's been a massive miss. Just my one annoyance with Romero is it does seem like he's very sort of loves Argentina more, or like he'll put them as a priority.
You know what, mate? I've been really disappointed with Christian Romero.
I don't think he's been that good this season, to be honest.
He hasn't been that good, but do you know what? With his attitude, mate, this season, I don't think the Spurs fans say, "Oh, we miss Romero massively." I don't think he's been great this season. I think where people was digging out Eric Dyer, likes of Eric Dyer, Davinson Sanchez, Ben Davies. Yes, these ones have always got calamities in them.
Yeah,
but they never pull up Romero for he's had some stinkers, Matt. He's had some stinkers.
I'll agree with that.
And do you know what, right, Matt? Where everyone at first thought, "Oh yeah, this is a world-class defender." The jury's still out on Romero. My opinion.
I think Conte, he sort of said it, hasn't he, Conte? He said he could be. He says he's not there yet. He still has a few. He's a bit erratic at times, isn't he? If he loses his head, we're in trouble, really. Or some. But then sometimes you love him diving in for a tackle and winning the ball. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there's more problems than I think we need someone alongside Dyer or to replace Dyer with Romero to help him out. Someone who's experienced and doesn't make clangers like Eric Dyer does. Now, unfortunately, they're just creeping back into his game, as we can see. But he's not the only one. I mean, Davinson Sanchez keeps coming on. I mean, he came on today, but I haven't been actually that impressed with Longley, to be honest. I don't think he's.
Do you know
that
what,
great.
Matt? Do you know what the thing?
He's slow. He's good on the ball, but he's slow and he gets turned easily. His marking is atrocious for the goal today. People blame Dyer, but Longley's got a lot to answer for there. Just let him come through. Yeah. So there are problems, and I think you can see why Barcelona wanted to get rid of him.
Do you know how I can just wrap it up, like how our season's gone so far, mate? Very quickly is like Antonio Conte, since he's come in. He's been here for a year now. Yeah, he got us top 4 last season, which absolutely it kicked on in January when we got Kulu and Decky. You know what I mean? Decky and Bentancur. They really, without them, we wouldn't have got top 4. Do you know what I mean? That's how they were important to us. Them two. And how he's kicked on this season, mate, with them players, with that dog shit of a fucking defence he's got. We're still okay. Newcastle won tonight against Chelsea. We're still 4th in the league, right? That's it. That's the lowest we can go for now for the next 6 weeks, right? So we're still 4th in the league. We topped our group in the Champions League. Yes, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem, pal. I said it wasn't great. Absolutely wasn't great. I mean, but he kept grinding out results. We kept grinding out results. I mean, and I said, what else does these fans want? I mean, guys in the chat, guys who's listening now, just tell us how you think the actual season went. You know what I mean? Tell us how you think our season's gone. And I just think, me personally, with what he's had to play with, I mean, he's got some total liabilities in his team. He's got us top 4 so far. He's got us into the last 16. We're topping our group in the Champions League. Okay, we're out in the Carabao Cup, which I'm gutted for, because that's the trophy. We beggars can't be choosers. Us as a club, we should have gone out and really gone for that this season. I think we could have at least won that sort of trophy. And I think at the halfway mark, as I said, I think with the players, let me say defenders, with that defence at his helm, I really think Conte has worked miracles again. It's just I think the massive thing now is it is going to be about 6-7 weeks before we get started again in the Premier League. In that 6-7 weeks, he needs to sit down with Paratici, with Daniel Levy, and he needs to say, as it is, right, these players are not good enough, right? I need this. If you're not going to give me this, sorry, I can't move this club forward. And I think that's how it's. Let's get into the chat here. Let's get into the chat, Matty. Go on, mate. You can do that. I'll do the chat, mate.
Thank you, mate.
We've got Paul here. We've got Paul. Evening, Paul. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you back. It's good to see some of these regulars, Matt. It's brilliant.
Oh, it's brilliant. Thank you for sticking by us.
Yeah,
it hasn't been
good.
easy.
It's good. I mean, it's good. Okay, we can turn around and say we don't charge it. We can't charge no one. You know what I mean? But it's good. Like, people could at least said, you know what, I'm dropping my subscription.
Yeah, you haven't uploaded for a while. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, evening, Paul. How's it going, my friend? John says, I think with the injuries and very bad performances like last 16 of Champs League and still top 4, but we should have beat Forest and gone for the League Cup. But hopefully we can pick up after the World Cup and finish on high. Absolutely. That's what I missed as well. Yeah. So Conte, this season so far with a shit defence, right? He dragged us so far, top 4, top of our Champions League with the injuries he's had as well. Christian Romero, Decky, Sonny, Richarlison. We have missed. I mean, they are massive players for us. Massive players for this team. And John's right there. Gutted. I was gutted because I think that's a cup we could have gone for, man.
Well, especially with all the other teams going out, or most of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So big up John there. Big up John. Oi, Sia, Matt. We've got Paul here.
Paul.
Hope you're both well. Very frustrating season. Some shocking results and performances. We have all gone Spursy. Paul, let me tell you this, matey. Yeah, I'm telling you now. This, do you know what? I'm really happy at the minute because it may seem strange. It's not great football we want, but Conte, we got to, if you want to win trophies and that, just let Conte play his style because his style wins big trophies.
And he's literally said it's going to take time as well. It's not going to be an overnight thing.
Yeah. So what I'm happy about is we're still in and around the top four, which what we was hoping going to the World Cup. Let's be in the mix. We are in the mix, right? We're in the last 16
of Man City.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're in the last 16 of the Champions League. We don't know how far we can go in that. What I'm trying to say, when January comes, Daniel Levy could right surprise us and say, "Here, who do you want? I'm going to get with you." And if they
got a choice.
Yeah, if they do go out,
because I think we'll just go.
We haven't got out of second gear yet. We haven't seen the best of us. And I think Conte is right. What someone was saying, I was reading on Twitter the other day, that he's reserving our energy until after the World Cup and kick on for the second half of the season. And he thinks you'll see a complete different Spurs. And let's hope so. I mean, I'm hanging on to a lot of hope.
I think it's good we're seeing these sort of clangers in defence because it doesn't paper over the cracks, if that makes sense. Like it says to...
Yeah, absolutely.
It says to us, look, we need reinforcements still. These guys aren't good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So Paul says, we have missed Romero and Kulu so much this season. Dyer doesn't play as good when he plays with Sanchez. Had some bad luck with injury. Do you know what? Romero hasn't had a great season. Kulu, yes, we've missed him so much. We have that creativity, that guy can pick up the ball and do things with it. Romero, but you got to give... One thing I've got to give, though, is we're still grinding out results. It's not pretty. Yeah, we're conceding a lot of goals, but we're still grinding out results, right? Massive 3 points today, guys. Massive 3 points. Doesn't matter how we got it. Massive 3 points. Newcastle just gone to and beat Chelsea at home. That's left Chelsea. They're Chelsea in the right heap at the minute. Right heap. I mean, so we're not sitting in a bad place at the minute. You know what I mean? So I'd say my opinion is the gaffer is a bit outdated with tactics. If he can bring himself to the modern game and forget what you've done with Chelsea, I think was stuff. No. This is where I'm saying that. Wherever he's been, he's played these tactics. Yeah. The last team he was at Inter Milan. He played this style of football and he won the Italian league with it. He won it at Chelsea with it. Yeah.
I don't think his tactics are outdated, though, because, you look at the football last year, we can play really good football. Conte ball last year, we've scored, I think only Man City have scored more goals than us.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dave Carpenter, yes, big Dave. How's it going, pal? Some of you boys played well today. I don't know about well. I just think Bentancur. It sounded like Bentancur and Kulu ran the show with Harry Kane as well. So I'm looking forward to
stats, though. We actually did. Like we had more shots, more possession. Everyone goes, "Oh, we need to have more possession at home." Well, we had 55% of the ball. They only had 45. We had 3 more shots on target.
Ref, Matt, over the past, what we've missed over the past few games, any referee decisions? I can think of some. Why the goal against Sporting wasn't given? The one against
Well, I think the Liverpool, the Trent Alexander-Arnold push on Sessegnon in the back, I just
Push on
can't believe
Sessegnon.
I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, I said, why was his goals chalked off? You know what I mean? Why weren't that push in the back? So, yeah, John, tell us some things about that, matey. Matt, what's for dinner?
It's sort of like a roast chicken with special sort of really fried potatoes are really yummy. Courgette and broccoli. And bread sauce.
Oh, here we go. Don't forget the bread
Very
sauce.
nice.
Jim Howard's in the building. Yes, big Jim. Evening seems to me like the content needs to get in some extra players to make the top again. Absolutely, my friend. And John says sporting offside, correct in the laws of the game. Correct decision in my eyes. I don't know, because I'm sure, John, that Emerson heads the ball back into play. He hasn't headed the ball forwards. He's headed it back into Kane's path, and he's gone to win. But you tell us about this one.
You've seen it from two angles. If you do the angle from the other side, the Sporting player's foot is playing Kane on side, but they didn't look at it from that angle.
Yeah.
So it just took too long. I think if it takes that long, I think you should have I don't know what you think about it, John, but I think for VAR to work, I think they should maybe, as a max time, have a time limit, maybe a minute or 2 minutes. If they can't decide, then whatever the original decision is, they keep with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because no fan wants to sit there for 4 minutes not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. And it says the Trent on Cespen, never a penalty in my eyes. Are you sure, John? You saying the Cancelo? Okay, how about the Cancelo one then, John? Similar situation.
Exactly. I think Trent's is worse. I think Trent's is worse.
And this is worse. Every time I'm seeing it, John. Every time that it's getting worse and worse. And I'm saying to me, and he goes on to say nothing in the law says nothing about the ball change of direction. I agree. VAR should have a max time. City pen, never a penalty either. But that's what I'm saying, John. I'm not saying it was a pen, the City one. I think that was harsh. I think the sending off was harsh.
It wasn't a red.
Pathetic. But where's the consistency, John? Where is the consistency? That's what I'm trying to get at here, right? I'm not saying the referee's going to get everything right, because I was ref myself. I mean, and I know how hard refereeing is. You get a lot of stick, right? And the game moves at a fast speed, at a fast pace. So obviously you're going to miss things. But where's the consistency? This is what I'm trying with VAR, yeah? And Darren England was the VAR one for the City one, and he was the same one for the Liverpool game, right?
He was the ref.
How hell is he not given that one? He's given the City one. He's not given the one, and I think, me personally, the Trent one was even worse.
He just elbowed him in the back.
I won't say it was a stonewall penalty, not an absolute stonewall, but I'm telling you now, he could have at least gone to VAR. He could have at least gone to the screen. Could at least VAR said to the referee, go over and see what you think yourself. You know what I mean? So I think the consistency in VAR is pathetic. The timeline is pathetic. It's ruined the game because every time you score, even that worked today when I was keeping an eye on the scores, and I heard a buzz on my phone. 4-3 Spurs. Wait on. VAR. Is it going to VAR? Wait on. It's pathetic because you can't celebrate now. And really, so John, tell us things about that, John. So John in the chat, guys. John is he's quite a high standard referee up here in Lancashire. So he does know his stuff. So challenge John, guys in the chat, about refereeing decisions. You'll never get consistency, as it's all about opinions. So consistency will always be different. But to me, VAR, I think it should be kept to blatant offsides and blatant penalties and things like that. I think the VAR's getting used for so much and things off the ball. You know what I mean?
Problem that doesn't, yeah, I think the problem that doesn't help it as well is the rules keep changing.
Yeah.
Handball rules will change again next year, and then the offside rules will be changed. No one knows what bloody offside is anymore.
So it's 0-0 at the minute, Wolves and Arsenal.
Yeah, I've got it on, mate. I'll keep you updated.
I don't care what Arsenal think. I mean, at the end of the day,
they'll still be top. I mean, it'd be great.
I still say they will fall off. But we've got to concentrate. So Matt, let's get we've had our thing right. Let's get on. How bad is our defense, Matt? I want to talk about these here, Matty. Where is it? If I can find them, is it at the top here? Yeah, I want to talk about these. Look, Matt, these 5 in particular, Matt. I don't know if there's any ones you want to add to it. Maybe Hugo Lloris, you can add to that as well, Matt. He's part of our defence. I think he's been really, really shabby this season. I think the age is catching up on him, mate. He has clawed us out of games, me personally. With Fraser Forster, he's not a spring chicken, Matt.
No.
We need to, from now to the end of the season, we need to start looking at a number 1, Matt. Because I think Hugo is very suspect.
I think he's got to be. Well, we could start looking, but I don't think that'll be until the summer. In my.
But Matt, let me just click on that thing again. Look at Antonio Conte. He's got to deal with this. Yeah. Romero's not there at the minute. You can add Davies and long later.
I do. So I would, on my thing on Ben Davies, I don't think he's good enough to start, but I think he does put in shifts, puts his body on the line always. Scored a goal today. I don't think he's the worst out of them 5.
No.
So what I would say is I'd have him as a squad player because he's kind of been there and done it, and he's useful at sort of. He can play.
What I'm trying to say, Matt. For what I'm trying to say is,
yeah, I'm saying, bring in another left centre back because I don't think Longley's not good enough. But I would probably keep Davies, but then I'd definitely sell Sanchez. He's got to go. He is the worst centre back I've seen at Tottenham. I think Emerson Royale. I'd do what he did with Aurier. I'd just sign him out of his contract. He is woeful. He can't do it. He can't do anything. He can't pass. Even his defending at the moment is a bit questionable, and that's what he's supposed to be good at. Yeah. Dyer is just a bit of. He's got these clangers in him, and he's a bit of a calamity. And I think, if he's going to play in the heart of our defence, and you want to win the league, or you want to try and win the league, then you need an upgrade on him. And Sessegnon, he's the most infuriating player because there's ability there, but that boy don't trust his body.
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say, Mark.
And he's weak. He's done all this fitness work and all this, putting on muscle, and he's just getting out strength. I've seen it week after week, and he got ripped by Aurier. I mean, it says it all. Yeah. The guy we cancelled out of his contract, and he had a good game the other night. It's just typical, isn't it? But I think we're just cursed at buying a new right back. Since we sold Walker, we just haven't properly replaced him. But God, I'd love to have someone like Trippier playing now in our team under Conte because his delivery is superb. Yeah,
he's guys on Twitter and all that, and certain accounts and that.
I'm not going to judge him until he gets a new defence.
Blowing out Conte out, but they were blowing Conte's trumpet when he first come in and when he started. Well, he got us into the top 4. Oh, Conte's the best manager in the world. Then you've got to put up with this pile of shit, Matt. So if he's digging out results, Matt, he's got his team putting points on the ball. Don't matter how we play at the minute. It's about putting points on that ball and where we are at the minute. Right? Yeah. Just imagine what he can do if he can get rid of them. Who would you get rid of out of all them, Matt?
What, in January or just
in January and the summer?
Dyer, Sanchez, Emerson, and Sessegnon.
Yeah. Me personally, Matt, I'll get rid of all. I can see what you're saying about Ben Davies. He's
I
not
think
getting no
Conte
younger.
likes him. I don't think he actually drops that many bad games under Conte. I really don't.
He's not the quickest, Matt. Me personally, and he does lose concentration sometimes, Matt.
I think he's got
where,
better though under.
Matt,
I think squad player he stays.
To where Conte wants to put this club on the map, where he wants to take this club. It sounds like the noise is all good about Conte. I think Conte will sign a contract. I think Conte is happy at the club.
I think he's just waiting. I think he's waiting.
Just waiting.
I think he's having. I think he's going to have this meeting and maybe decide.
He's having a meeting the next week or two. What I'm hearing, that him and Paratici and Levy are sitting down and they're going to discuss what they need. And Conte has, and I don't doubt Conte. He will go into this meeting, Matt, and he will demand, you give me these players. If not, I cannot physically do anything else to this team. I really can't. No. What you mentioned, this defense, he needs to bring up the defense, because the attacking line, Matt, if you go with the attacking line, go into the midfield where you got
probably another attacker as well, though, don't you think? Like, especially
Zuma, Bentancur, Pierre, Richarlison, Sonny. We're missing Sonny as well. How can I forget Sonny? We're missing Sonny. Yeah. How can I forget we're missing Sonny as well? This is why I'm happy. This is why I'm not getting angry about it. I'm not getting upset about it. I'm not getting stressed about it, because we're in top four still. We're in the last 16.
I'd rather go through these
transfer window coming up.
I'd rather go through this cycle and play a bit of bad football, but in the end, we get rid of these players that have been here way too long. If you bring in if he doesn't work out and you bring in another manager, these players will still be here.
No, this is what I'm saying. It's like rinse, repeat.
What do you want?
Yeah, it's rinse and repeat all the time, Matt. Rinse and repeat. We had, let's go through it, Matt. We had Pochettino, fantastic football.
But the same defenders are still here when he was here.
That's what I'm saying. So then we went on to okay, that style of play didn't work. Let's bring on who do we have after that?
I don't even think it's going to take a ridiculous amount of money. I look what
Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho after that, Matt, isn't it? Jose Mourinho come in, and yet again, people say it was his philosophy, his style of play was fossil football, was dinosaur, was out of it. But even he failed, right, Matt? I mean, and even he was hinting at certain things what Conte was hinting at. Then he's gone, sacked him a week before a cup final. That's how pathetic this chairman is. Got in Ryan Mason, done fuck all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then in the summer, we went for Conte. You can either believe that he didn't want it at the time, or wasn't he ready at the time. I believe what I'm hearing from Conte himself, he wasn't ready at the time, right? So we went with Nuno. Yes, we had a good start. Then that got sour, Matt. I mean, boring, shit football. Yeah, but still had the same defence, same players, Matt. So it can't, then we got Conte, it can't be the manager, Matt. Surely it's not the manager, mate. This board has got to look at it. It's not the manager, and it's the board.
Doesn't take a rocket scientist to say his defenders are still here, you know?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. From Poch days up to Conte days, these defenders have been here too long. This is what I'm saying about Ben Davies as well, Matt. I can understand where you're coming from, and I think that is a fair point what you're saying.
Well, I think maybe he's the last one that has to go, but I do think there's urgent ones that need to go.
I just think maybe
January or the summer.
Keep him for the January, keep it to the end of the season. But in the season, Matt, I think, mate, if we really, really want to kick on with Antonio Conte, mate, an elite manager, because we're not going to get no one else. If he goes, mate, I'll worry about this club. I really do.
Yeah.
Because look what's happened. Look what's happened down the road there, Chelsea. Bring in Potter. Where all our fans wanted Potter. Yeah, Matt. Okay, you can say, it's only a few games in and things like that.
They want him out.
The fans want him out already, right? I'm not saying all, but we've heard it. They want him out, Matt. It goes to show, Matt. It sounds like it looks like as well. He can't control big egos, big time players. Brighton maybe he's level. You know what I mean, that's what I'm trying to say, Matt. I mean, we can have him before Conte, and this could have been happened to us. But look what Conte is doing with a shit defense, a real shit defense, man.
What I like about Conte, kind of says it how it is. He says we're nowhere near when we can't compete winning trophies and stuff like that. And I think some certain fans think it's a defeatist attitude, but I think he's just being honest.
Yeah,
to be honest, I just think he says it how it is, and he's trying to say, look, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to. It's going to take a bit of time. The same thing happened to you look at Arsenal under Arteta. It's taken them quite a few years, hasn't it?
absolutely, man.
They had to clear out players that weren't good enough. Mustafi,
So look at
players like that.
Let's look up who's at the minute, mate. He got Pep when he come in. He had to clear the floor.
It took him a while. It took him
a while. Klopp, it took over 3 years, something like that.
Maybe more than that. How long has he been there? He's been there like 8 years, hasn't he, Klopp?
Yeah, 7 years he's been there. But what I'm trying to say, Matt, they went out in that January and they got in an Alisson and a Van Dijk. The rest was history. Yeah, this is what Tottenham has got to do. January. This is what Tottenham got to do
as well, though, didn't they?
Yeah, Conte's got to come in, and Conte's got to demand and news Liverpool and Klopp.
Do you think it will take maybe a selling of a player as well? Like, have you got like a big bid in?
No, me personally, mate, if we want to move forward and go and win things, we got to keep our top end players. We really have to, Matt. And I believe Conte, the Son and the Kane, they want to stay, Matt.
I don't think we need to go mad. Like, there's so many. There's just some good players coming up. On
I really do think that
year left on a contract.
In January, just sort that defence out. Because from now to the end of the season, Matt, when everyone's back after the World Cup, fingers crossed, touch wood, everyone stays injury free, and them attacking we've got, mate. That attacking force we've got.
I want a centre back and a right wing back. I think.
Yeah, I think, mate.
And then maybe a Kulusevski type attacker, just in case you need him.
I think David Sanchez got to go.
Oh, massively! I can't even believe he's still playing. I can't believe Tanganga is not ahead of him. He must be terrible, Tanganga.
Session days are over, mate.
Yeah, I think
he hasn't got it. He hasn't got. He needs.
I think it's too big for him. The club, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see it. He looks nervous every time he gets on the ball.
He's had enough time now, Matt. No one can't say Conte ain't giving him no time. Conte is giving him a fair whack at his.
What I'm kind of hoping is that Conte's got a few players to work with, like Spence and Basuma, and people like that could help. With the training methods, and they could be players we might need to rely on. But I'm just hoping he sees something in Spence and goes, I'm just going to give him a go in the second half of the season.
Matt, have we got any comments in there, Matty?
Where did you get to?
You never get consistency.
Okay. VR is used if it's a clear and obvious mistake. So the cesspen VAR would have thought it's not clear and obvious. What fans don't know is the ref and VAR talk to each other. So VAR would have asked the referee what he saw and make a decision from that. Australia do VAR well, as they have the sound to the TV of what's being said between the ref and VAR, which is what I think this country needs.
Now, I wouldn't like to see that going down that road, me personally. Just some tweaks. Recent tweaks to it, me personally. Yeah.
On another note, I might need Matt's help. I'm running the London Marathon next year. Well, I'm here, mate, if you need me. If you need me on Twitter or add me on Facebook or something, I'll help you out.
Oh, dear.
Harry says, well.
Arsenal fan, this fucking guy.
Tell you what, I'm glad you lot got Emerson instead of Tomiyasu. Jesus, she's terrible, or he's terrible. Well, I agree with him.
But I don't think Tomiyasu's that good either.
Is he ever bloody fit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what Harry's on about there, pal. I mean, but Harry, listen, pal.
Good start,
mate.
To be fair.
You've had a good start. Yeah. Enjoy what lasts, because I don't think it's going to last, matey. I think after the World Cup's gone, mate, the January transfer. I think you're due for a slip up. That's what I'll say. You're due for a slip up, and I think you will get it. Injuries will come, and I don't think you got the depth. So just enjoy your moment. Enjoy your moment. But Tomiyasu, I don't really rate him, me personally.
Conte's Ketchup says, hello, boys. Hello, mate. He also says, why we didn't sort out our defence versus beyond me, as we didn't need Richarlison at all.
No, Richarlison is a great signing. Me personally, Conte's Ketchup. I really do. I think
Richarlison will come into his own.
What Richarlison brings to the actual team, the actual club, he brings the shithousery. He brings the he knows how to go again, knows how to mix games up. You know what I mean, gets into people's spaces. You know what I mean? And he just brings something different. And I think he is a talent. I mean, people think he hasn't got. He's a talent. You don't look at what his record at Brazil at a minute. I mean, scoring for fun over there.
Yeah.
I mean, so Richarlison.
I like him. He gives a different element.
I can see where you're coming from.
I
can see where you're coming from. We could have spent that money on a real good centre back, but at the time, was we serious? Was there any?
We wanted Bastoni, didn't we? That's the one we were willing to put the money down for, and he didn't.
Well, Bastoni at the minute he can't get into the Inter Milan team, so he hasn't played for Inter Milan for the last 6 games. So I don't know what's on there. I don't know if he's fallen out of love with the manager. I don't know. Something's not right there. But what I've seen of Bastoni since the massive hype, I'm not over keen on it. Really,
the only thing I would say is we definitely should have maybe had like a backup. Like I look at Newcastle getting that Sven Botman. God, I'll tell you what, he's better than our centre backs, and he's like 21, 22, I think. He'll only get better, and he plays with like players like Van Dijk, so he's going to be learning off that type of, player. And unfortunately, Romero's going to be learning off bloody Dyer and Sanchez, and so it's about quality around as well. But yeah, I don't think it will take a ridiculous amount of money to sort our defence out. I just think we've got to be clever, and a player that Conte actually wants would be nice as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't go down another, prospect or anything like that. Whoever he sort of fancies in January, if they're available, go and get them. I mean, I quite like the look of the De Vrij from Inter Milan, but I think he's on a free at the end of the year. But you might be able to do a deal with Inter for cut price or something. Could go just into our centre of our back three, couldn't he? And he's played under Conte as well. So there must be an option now. I mean, they must have a plan. He also says he wants a top quality right wing back, centre back, and he says get Maddison in now. He has 11 goal contributions, a brilliant player, 7 goals and 4 assists.
Yeah,
he's a good player, but we won't get him until the summer if we were to get him, because Leicester are starting to hit a bit of form again now. You would say good win today against West Ham. He says in a struggling team, he says Richarlison brings nothing because he's being played out of position. I don't agree with that, because I've been to see Richarlison against Fulham. His goal got ruled out, didn't it? But he made an instant impact. Even if he just comes off the bench, he gives you that.
Gives you that bite. It gives you that nastiness. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's good when he starts. Not all the time, but he's good for another option.
When Richie comes to the club, I knew we weren't getting goals galore. I mean, just something else. I mean, just
he can press as well.
Kane ain't got injured so far. He's kept his.
He can play up front. We just haven't seen it yet.
He can play up top, but you're going to play Kane or Richarlison. You're going to go for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He says he's not a goal scorer, lads, and Brazil playing a much more forward-thinking team. Well, he must be a goal scorer then if he can score goals for Brazil.
Yeah, absolutely.
And was he top scorer for Everton last year? Kept him up from relegation. I don't know. He says, good to have you guys back. I missed you too, buggers. Well, we missed you too, mate. He says, yes, we need ready-made players now. No more babies or being breastfed. He says, Dyer is in terrible form. I'd like De Vrij and Richarlison is best in front of the goal with his head. He's not great on the diagonal.
Yeah, I mean, I think now the time, the love for Dyer, yes, we have got that song, We Love Eric Dyer and all that, but
I don't at the moment.
That sentimental's got to stop. It's now it's time where we say, do you know what?
If we want to be serious, you're going to have to just get rid of some of these players. You can't have sentiment anymore. It's time to.
Who do we blame for this, Matt? Who do we blame?
Can
we call out Conte for his style of play, or is Conte doing this on purpose to say to the ball upstairs?
I think he is. I think that's why he's playing Emerson Royale.
This is what I've got to play. This is what I've got on my. I mean,
I don't think Doherty's that much better, but Doherty looks a lot better when Kulusevski's in there.
Sorry, I missed Doherty out. He can go as well. Matt. He's not. To me,
he looks a better player. They all look better. Or the right wing back looks pretty good when Kulu's there, because
what I'm trying to say, Matt,
they can just do their natural game. They don't have to.
Conte wants to take us to where we are challenged for league titles. We're not there yet. But
I want the wing back to take on a man.
This is what I'm trying to say, Matt.
Goes forward, do we?
With the likes of Sanchez, Dyer, Emerson Royale, Doherty, Cess, Ben Davies, you can add to
defense.
You telling me you can bring in any manager, any forward-thinking manager. Yes, he'll get the team playing some flowing football again.
Yeah, but we'll get ripped apart.
It's not going to change the back line. It's going to concede goals. Apart. Yes, exactly.
As soon as we opened up today, we got destroyed.
This is why Conte has gone back into.
He sits back.
This is why he sits back, because he doesn't trust that defence. This is why we doesn't take the shackles off this attacking forward line we got, because he doesn't trust his defence. You know what I mean? So, to me, Doherty needs to go. Cess, Royale, Dyer, Sanchez, Davies. I'm sorry, but these guys have been here too long. And we really are so serious about winning titles, Champions Leagues and trophies. But the thing is, Matt, it sounds, the way some of these fans go on, it sounds like we win trophies every year. We ain't won a trophy since 2008. You know what I mean? So we've got to get real. We really have got to get real in this.
Oh. So I've just asked Adama Traore, just absolutely ruin that Arsenal. I'd have him. I still would have him. I'd play him at wing back. Can't be any worse.
That's another one, Matt. He's all right, Matt, but
imagine him at wing back. I could see it.
But
Can he be any worse than Emerson? Just answer it just for a year.
No. He's better than Emerson, but he's another 1 in 4 man. We need someone consistent week in.
But he is direct. That's what I like about him. Do you know what I mean? He's going to take people on, and
I don't think he's consistent enough. This is why I don't think we went out and got him, because Conte is looking for that certain style of player. And I won't be surprised if we don't go and get a Dumfries. I think he's quality, me personally. I think he can do a job there. I do like that. I said De Vrij, at the minute, he's over Pistone in the Inter Milan team, so he's got to be doing something right.
He plays in the centre, doesn't he? Does he play in the centre, or is it Skriniar?
He plays in the centre. Skriniar to the left. He's the left centre, Skriniar. And I
think it's just he's played under Conte and he's on a free. You can get like a deal done for about 15 mil probably. It's what they did with Eriksen, didn't they? When they bought him.
That one there, Matty, that Conte's kept up with. I disagree. Ben Davies is quality and very intelligent player. Yes, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to disagree with Matty. I mean, yes, we know what Ben Davies can bring. Yes, 6 out of 10 consistent Ben. I mean, reliable Ben, what they want to call. But what I'm trying to say is, are you seriously telling me you're going to win titles and things like that with people still like Ben Davies in the squad? Don't think so.
To be fair, I thought that about Liverpool with James Milner, but, I think if you surround them with more quality, they're going to get better. I think our problem is you've got players like Dyer,
The only problem in this club, Matt, is sentimental.
No, it's not just that.
We hang on to players too long.
It's too many players are comfortable. Dyer knows there's no one who's going to come in and take his place. If you get someone in and create competition, like Man City have, like the levels go up.
But look at the levels they got there though. You got Laporte and you got like Diaz, right? But no, that's what I'm saying, right? If Laporte ain't doing well, you got a Diaz coming in. Who has Tottenham got like that, Matt? Come on, you can bring in the De Vrij now, challenge Eric Dyer. Is Dyer going to get any better? No, I don't think so, Matt. I think Dyer is at that level now. He can't get any better, Matt. Sorry.
No, yeah, I agree, but
I think his time at the club has gone, mate. I really do. I think we need to get someone like a De Vrij and a Skriniar. That's what I'm trying to say, Matt. I mean, to complete that back line. You know what I mean? We need 2 centre backs in January, which we probably won't only get one, but 2.
Even if we got one, I'd be happy. Because one would change it, especially if you could keep Romero fit and I do feel like a bit not bad for Longley, but I haven't really seen Longley play with Romero and then a good player in the middle, or even Longley in the middle, Romero on the right, and then maybe a top quality left centre back. Maybe that could work. I don't know.
Oh,
it's hard to see. I think Longley looks terrible because he's playing with Davinson Sanchez and Dyer and Emerson Royale. I mean, your whole defence needs to be.
Even when Dyer was playing with Romero, Matt, and yes, we saw a tiny bit of improvement because he's playing under them, but he still has got that. Them disastrous mistakes in him. And look at that against Liverpool. That was just terrible. What was that?
I was there.
What was that? Come on. Yeah. You're telling me, Matt, this is Conte must be thinking, I can't wait to get to January. I bet he's absolutely he's in his house now, wherever he is. I bet he's
I think he's just trying to be he can't come out and say these defenders aren't good enough. He needs to keep them on side.
See, that's what the respect I give Conte. He won't come out and call players out like what Joe's.
Well, no, because he knows he needs to keep them on side, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Any other comments?
I'd be a bit annoyed if I was someone like Jed Spence and thinking, what do I have to do to get in this team? And I've got this donkey Royale who can't even. Did you see his pass earlier? I don't know if you've seen it. It went viral on Twitter.
I've seen bits on Twitter.
All he has to do is hit it in the middle. I was watching it with Hannah. She was like, "Oh my god, he is actually woeful. Like he is. I don't think he. What is his level in the Premier League? Would he get in a Bournemouth team, something like that? He's in a top 8 team. I'm telling you that now. It's frustrating. Right. He says, don't forget, we still have Destiny to come from loan. I would also play Sarr.
Yes, absolutely. This is what I'm trying to say, John, as well. This is why I'm excited from now till the end of the season. I'm very, very. It'd be very thing to see how the ball now backs Conte in January. What type of players they're going to bring in, and we've got someone like Destiny coming in. This dude, what I've seen of him, he just looks dynamite.
The only thing I worry about him is he going to treat him like a Spence? Because
I don't think so, Matt. I really do think Conte actually has told Parity to go after this guy because obviously he's been in his league. He's seen him before, Matt. He probably knows him. I mean, and I think he's gonna be the only reason why he did got back, Matt. He went back to Inter. I think that was a deal between the two clubs.
Right? I think that was just to get him, so you could get him tied down and maybe do a better deal as well.
Well, it was cheap, Matt. It's already been agreed. It's 15 million quid, something like that, for Destiny. And this guy could be just this. He can really set the Premier League alight. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see him. Plus, with the defenders, hopefully he's going to get in. So, anything else, Matt?
Conte's catcher says, I like Dumfries, but he's not the only right wing back in the world. Why can't we look at others?
No. I'm just threw a name out there.
He's giving you a list.
I just threw a name out there, matey.
He says Dumfries. He says Theo Hernandez. He says Cuadrado. Oh, I'd like to have Cuadrado. I think he'd be good. Angelino. He played for Man City, didn't he? Hakimi. I think Hakimi will be way too expensive. I don't think we'll get him. Robin Gosens at Atalanta. All quality right wing backs.
I'm flipping 1-0 Arsenal. Bastards.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. Odegaard or whatever his name is. Oh well. Conte, he says, sorry guys, I think I typed too much, lol.
Nah, not a problem. Not a problem. You keep it good in there.
He says Udogie could struggle with the pace of the Premier League, but I think he'll be okay under Conte.
I don't think so. I think
bloody says.
He looks like he's got the athlete. He looks like he's got goals in him. He looks like he's direct. That's one thing that says it's not. Says gets the ball and he hesitates with the ball. What should I do with it? I mean, should I go back? Should I go forward? So, I mean, with this, with Adoy, what I've seen of him, he's so direct. He'll go at the players. I mean, so yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what he does. He can do in the Premier League.
Can I ask you what you made of Perisic?
I think
I've been a bit not a bit disappointed.
Well, what I've heard of Conte was saying that
he wasn't near
we haven't seen the levels of Conte.
He said he's coming back though, didn't he? But
the injuries he's had, he still suffers of it apparently. So maybe this is another one, Matt. We could have done him not going to the World Cup, me personally, and stay behind, just done a bit on his fitness.
I wonder if I think that was in his head as well, because it is going to be his last World Cup, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
He thinking I'm not going to go fully in yet, just because I want to be at the World Cup. I mean, his crossing ability second to none, but I would have thought he might have scored by now as well. But
me personally, I think he's fantastic. Me personally. I think he has bring a difference to the team, Matt.
Oh, definitely,
definitely done. He's bringing something to the team, Matt. I said his cross is next to nothing, Matt. And he's crossing. He's eye for goal. He's got a goal in him as well. I mean, he's quite a strong lad on the ball as well. And he's not frightened to get a shot in as well, Matt. So I think he's done all right, Matt. I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. He hasn't set the Premier League alight, but I think he'll come good.
Best to come, I think. Yeah. No, I agree. I just thought I'd ask you about that.
I think Longlay's another one who's been terrible, me personally.
Yeah.
He's had the odd game where he looks okay.
Like I say, he's a bit slow, but he is good on the ball. I like his passing ability, but yeah.
But is it another one, Matt, who's gonna
Well, he's on loan, isn't he? I think that was just to fill a position, really.
Yeah. Is it a stop?
We'll see. It's up to Conte, isn't it? I don't want to judge him yet, because I just think we haven't had that consistent defensive three yet, have we? Where it keeps chopping and changing because of injuries.
Yeah.
So I need to see a consistent three and then make a decision.
And this one here, Matt, as well. This one in the next few months, Matt, a test for the board of how they back Conte. It's going to be a massive test for the board, Matt. It really is. How you look at it.
I don't even think it's I don't even think it's a test just for Conte. I think this is their sliding doors moment again, and you don't get them as normally a second time around. You had it under Poch. We were close, and you failed to back him and bring in players. This is your second chance. There's no excuses now. You've got the money. You've got these boxing events coming in. You've got NFL coming down. Time to spend the money and back this manager properly. Because if you don't, it doesn't just define him. It probably defines us as well for a few years.
Yeah, absolutely. And they... Me personally,
it could shape the future of our club.
Thing is, Matt, as well, the naming rights has gone a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. It's gone a bit quiet. It really has gone quiet.
Yeah.
And what I'll say about that, one thing I'll say about the naming rights deal, Are they looking to sell the club? This is what I'm saying. All that's gone quiet, Matt. All that's gone quiet. The name
Because
that's gone.
it's just because of the World Cup build-up, maybe.
I don't think it's none of that, Matt. I really do think that somewhere along the line, I think I would not be surprised if over the next coming weeks, mate, the months, that we hear of a takeover at Tottenham.
We'll see.
Because Joe Lewis, what I'm hearing, that I think
he's done with it, isn't he? He wants to just
signed everything over to one of the businessmen in the Bahamas, isn't it? So to me, I think Joe Lewis has got the ball rolling. I think that's the first movements, Matt. I think the guy has had enough. I think he wants to sell.
Oh, he's in his 90s, isn't he?
Yeah. He needs to sell, I think. And what I think will happen, Matt, I think the club will be sold. I really do. I think the value of the club, over 3.5 billion, I reckon it's worth. Would someone buy that? I think they will. But what we need oil money, Matt. I think we need we need a mega rich guy. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna real
even
pump
like someone like don't want to bring Chelsea up, but Todd Bowley spent 275 million in the summer. Okay, he spent it wrongly.
Only thing about that, Matt, it's the long sustainability of the club. That's what I worry.
Yeah.
But if we're just worried at the minute because we ain't won trophies for a long time, I will bring it on now. Yeah, bring it on.
I still think you might get someone who will buy it, but I think Levy will stay. Just as like a director type, just to keep the club running, but the money will just be.
It'd be very interesting to see people in the chat, whoever's still listening in, see what you think, guys. You tell us, what do you think the next few months are going to bring? Do you reckon the board is going to be tested on how they're going to back CONTE? Are they under so much pressure today? Was there booing at halftime? I didn't know. Yeah. Was there singing of Enoch out? Was there singing of Enoch out? I wasn't sure.
I think you've got two decisions here. I think if he doesn't back CONTE, or they don't do it properly, and he walks, it doesn't send a good message for a new person to come in and take the club, because you could be in a scenario where we're a lot lower than we should be. And then you're thinking, well, who's going to want to buy that in the mess it's in at that
that's
first?
The problem.
I think it would be a lot better if they back CONTE. From a business point of view, if I was Levy and Enoch, you get the club higher, try and win some stuff or compete, and then you get all these people that go, oh my God, Tottenham are turning into a big club and they're one of the biggest clubs in London, bigger than Chelsea now or whatever. I'm going to buy that instead.
Yeah.
You look at Liverpool, that the other day, apparently they're up for sale, aren't they? And there's loads of people interested there.
Matt, I think we're in a very good position. Yeah. We've got a fantastic training ground, fantastic stadium.
Yeah, it's all there, mate. There's no more excuses. Yeah. It's time to back the manager. Go and do it.
And that's what it is. He's got nowhere to run now. Yeah. He's got no more.
I don't think he's stupid though, Levy. I don't think he's stupid. I think he will. I think he has to. Otherwise, he knows his head will be on the spike.
Now we can't no more, Matt. No more second-rate players. What do you want, CONTE? What do you want? A Bastoni? Right, I'll go get you a second-rate player. We can't afford him, but we're going to get you this one. We can't do that no more. It's got to be how much? 70 million? Hey, gone. Bring him here. He's here. Next one. How much? Bring. That's how we got to be. We got to be like, if we want to move like a big club, we got to spend like a big club.
But I mean, you saw positive signs of it. Like we got the Richarlison deal done, and we had to pay quite a lot more. 60 million. Yeah. The old Spurs wouldn't have done that. They would have gone. They would have gone. Oh, you can have 30 million, and I don't know, Eric Dyer or something. Do you know what I mean? It would be something like that. But they swallowed their pride and got the deal done. As I know, Bastoni, they were ready to pay the money for. It's just the fact he didn't want to come.
Yeah.
If a player doesn't want to come, you can't force them. You may have agreed a deal with Inter and all that, but then if he goes, I don't want to go, he doesn't have to.
That's why, Matt. It's gone too quiet for my liking. That Google deal was literally, there were good advance, there were good talks are going on. It was literally virtually in the next few days will get done, and nothing, Matt, and nothing. It stopped. This is why I really do think in the background, Matt, something is going on. Something is going on here.
Maybe.
Either could it be Tesla taking us over? That'd be great. You know what I mean? He is the richest man in the world. I mean, Elon Musk. I mean, but
I don't like him though.
you wouldn't mind the money, Matt, could bring in success.
Well, only if it's guaranteed he puts it into the squad.
Yeah. Any comments in there, Matt?
Oh, of course, mate. Hang on. Mark says, "Big up, lads. Be thankful it's the World Cup now."
Yes, pal. Yes, pal. How's it going, my friend?
Yeah, he says, "Be thankful it's the World Cup now." I'm kind of in agreement. I'm just ready to have a few weeks off and just hopefully we've got our fingers crossed that all our players come back.
I think it's come at the right time where the most important thing is it's Conte needs to get into the board now. He needs to get into the board.
He's got time now. They can speak about contracts and all that. Like,
him and Paratici need to get into Daniel Levy.
These players can go to their countries.
I'm confident. I'm massively confident. Yeah. And as you said, Matt, Daniel Levy's not a silly man, right? He knows. Yeah.
That's why you got Conte in. What would be the point in getting him in if you're not going to back him? What is the point?
Yeah.
Conte has said he would like to stay here and he would like to build something. Your chances now.
Yeah.
Prove to him though. You got to prove to him. You can't just go. But then he has to be a bit like he has to meet in the middle as well, doesn't he? He has to show his commitment.
Yeah.
I mean, if Levy goes, there's 150 million or 100 million in January, are you going to sign the contract or are you just going to hold out till, next summer? Because that's not ideal. But
no, it's not. Absolutely.
Both parties have to come together and come to an agreement. Nipan, he says, "Big up."
Yes, Nipan.
Hope you're doing well. And interesting what's going on at Chelsea. It'd be interesting to see what you say about that in the palm. But I hope you're well, mate.
Absolutely.
I think a big greasy oil Arab will come in and buy us some trophies.
Well, if that's the way we have to go down to bring success back to this club, to bring the good players here, the players we want. Let's do it. I'm all for that. But the only worry I'll say, as I said to say, it's the long sustainability of the football club. I mean, and I would not want it all go pear-shaped, Matt. You know what I mean?
Just because you've got all that money, once if it goes, if it's not sustainable long term, and you muck it up,
it's got to be long term sustainable.
We look at Man City, how they've done it. Their owners are really, they've done a lot off the pitch as well as in the team as well, and they've looked after.
The club's in a very good financial sound foundation.
And Newcastle as well. They could have spent loads in the summer, but I think they just went and bought proper players and.
Yeah, but Matt, once they hit the Champions League, if they qualify for the Champions League, they will get a proper manager in.
Yeah.
Then that's when they start this in. I mean, I think this is a stepping stone, you know what I mean? To it.
Mark says they'll be tested, but will they do anything? Hell no.
Well, you never know, Mark. You never know. Say it with your chest. Yeah, let's start thinking about it because I think some people go along with certain agendas. What's flying around on YouTube?
Look, we spent
have your own opinion.
We spent in that January. We didn't have to. We spent in the summer, and I think Conte's realised now what he wanted is to bulk out the squad to make it depth bigger. Now he knows he's got to improve the first 11 and bring in better players. He said it himself, or Alistair Gold said it. The plan will be in January, and if he stays the next summer window. It will be to bring in quality to make that first 11 better.
It's quantity over quantity in it, and that's exactly how the club's got to go.
Yeah,
the club's got to go.
The summer, like you said, was quantity. January and this summer has
got
to
to be
be quality.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah. I think what we've done in the summer is to bulk out the depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. He wants a squad, doesn't he?
And I think now he's had these players for a while now. The light is starting to flicker to see some of these players are just not good enough for this football club anymore.
Yeah.
Some people overstayed their stay at the club.
Yeah.
I mean, so that defence, we got to attack because I think the attacking threat we've got, I think when everyone's fit, is brilliant. Maybe someone creative like a Madison, we can stick him in there and add and sort that defence out.
I just think he wants to. First thing is the defence. I think that's the main thing he wants to sort out, and then maybe
exactly.
a creative player will
that's
come
number
in.
one. That's the number one target for January.
What I like today is we went back to the 3-4-3. I think the 3-5-2 doesn't work at the moment with the wing backs we've got and the quality at the back we've got. It's just not enough. But maybe that can be looked at in the future when we've got better defence, or we can just attack more.
Yeah.
Levy will head off into the sunset and Enoch will collapse after witnessing Tottenham after winning their first ever Premier League and Champions League trophy.
Absolutely. Well, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I mean, but do you know what, right? People saying, oh, it's in the distance. We can't start thinking about winning the Champions League and the Premier League. Why not? I mean, if it's spent right, if the right players come available, and we are bold in our commitment to Antonio Conte, like to go out and get these sort of players, buy big. I mean, and the sky's the limit for the club. You know what I mean? So
he also says, no more players with potential now. We need quality in the door.
Absolutely, none of these yes, they're going to be future players and all that. I'm tired with that. I don't mind that if you're going to bring in world beaters
as well,
and bring in these ones to learn under these world beaters.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll have that all day long.
He also says either back Conte or sell up.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. And I think Conte's sketch. I think really it's gone quiet. Google thing's gone quiet. I don't think it's collapsed. I just think everything's gone quiet. I really do think the pressure of us. He will know the fan base is not happy at the minute. He will know that Conte wants real players. Costs a lot of money.
Well, he goes to every game, doesn't he? I mean, he must see our defence isn't good enough. Doesn't take a rocket scientist.
They probably think, do you know what?
They might be looking now, mightn't they? You know, looking around.
The thing is, Levy and Lewis, and they're probably saying, do you know what? We can't match Conte's ambition. Let's not hold Tottenham back anymore. Let's not hold them back. Let's give the fans, the club, the players, Conte what they want and what they really deserve. Right? Let's take Tottenham forwards. Let's sell the club. And I think. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they're thinking at the minute. Because to me, for what I've witnessed over 20 odd years, Matt, am I confident going to January they're going to buy someone for 60 million, a centre back? No. That's why I think now, Matt. I think there's no way to hide now. There's no corners to run into. I think Conte has gotten trapped. It's either you buy what I want or I'm gone.
I think it'd be reasonable though. I don't think he'll want ridiculous amounts spent. I think he knows in January it will be difficult, but you could look at certain players definitely who have maybe got 18 months in their contract or 11 months, or it's like I said, De Vrij. I think he's a good option, and I think you could at least look at it. Yeah,
absolutely.
He also says he's making parsley cream sauce to pour over my mash with gammon steak. Oh, sounds pretty good.
Oh, I like gammon steak.
Oh yeah, they are good. He also says Bastoni is not good enough for me. He said he'd prefer guava dal now.
Absolutely, that's the man. That's the man.
Beast.
What Conte's ketchup? I'm saying that as well. He can't get into the Inter Milan team. Is that a fallout with the manager, or is he not good enough?
Well, guava dal will be in. he should be in the Croatian team, shouldn't he? Surely he'll be in the back line.
But the thing is, Matt,
He's a beast. Have you seen him? He's like a
who's that?
Guavadal.
Oh, you don't know. Was that I was on about Bastoni? If we do get Bastoni in and he flops,
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, you can't blame the board for that.
this is what I'm saying. But they will do.
Can you? Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, and this is why we got to be careful, Matt. We can't.
Yeah. I think be smart. You can't be stupid. He said, lads, I watched Newcastle tonight and Botman is a beast. And we missed out on him big time. He was only 30 million. He was very good, I have to say.
And money talked as well. Only 30 million, good deal, but how much wages? It would have been on a good wage. Newcastle would have paid him some real good wage. Probably signed on fee as well. They're probably stuck somebody.
Yeah, but I wonder what bloody Royale and Sanchez are on. They're probably stealing a good wage.
These guys are still living our defence. Toxic headshot.
Yeah, he says January is massive for us.
That's game over. That's fucking Odegaard, another one. Bastard. There you go. Yeah.
Leaving in it won't spend big. We make 7 million a home game now, plus all the cup games and Champions League.
This is what I'm saying, Conte's catch up. This is what I'm saying. The club is sustainable now, right? And that's what I said. There's no more excuses. There's no more we can't afford because we're not bringing enough money and all this, right? They're not silly now. Conte's not silly. Yeah, this club is raking it in every single home game. They are raking money in. So that's what I'm saying. They have to now back Conte, or sell up.
I'll just read a stat.
Talks over the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, no, they'll be starting. I think there'll be a little bit of a break now where he can maybe go and he might go back to see his family for a bit, mightn't he, and then come back in a few days or a week or something. The season's sort of cut, isn't it, now for a bit? So
yeah.
So apparently Conte's first 38 games with Spurs has yielded him his highest points tally of any of the club he has managed so far. This guy says, give him the tools and he will deliver. It's that simple.
Well, in his 38 games, Matt, he's the highest points tally.
He's ever done. Yeah.
82 points in 38 games. Is it something like that, Matt? Something like that?
People want this guy out. Are you taking the...
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like Bentancur. People need to suck it in. I mean, £19 million it cost us, plus 6 million add-ons. What an absolute steal Bentancur is. Unbelievable.
Yeah. This is an interesting stat as well. Arsenal have only changed their teams 11 times this season. By contrast, Chelsea 52, Liverpool 39, Tottenham 33, City 27, Man United 22, and Newcastle 20. Only Brighton have made fewer.
Yeah.
You've got to have a consistent team. It does help.
It does help, Matt. But I still say...
injuries, though, yeah.
There's no injury. There's no backup to...
I do think we've had a bit of bad luck, to be honest. Haven't we, really?
Yeah.
With the amount of injuries.
Oh, no, we've had bad luck. We definitely had bad luck.
What positions we got, yeah.
Yeah.
Food and bev too, plus the Spurs shops and businesses built around the stadium.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He says Bastoni is young, but he'll cost more than Guavadal. Well, Guavadal's only 24, 25, I think.
Yeah, I think this guy is the better option over Bastoni, me personally.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea are in for him, aren't they? I think as well. So that and I've looked at him and I think if we got him and then have Romero at the back as well, that would be scary, mate. Because they're like big presences who don't take any crap. And Croatian, we've got a good legacy with Croatian players. Modric, Perisic, players like Spurs have always bought quite a few Croatians before, haven't we? So
is that
where else? Injuries haven't helped us, but we need quality now.
Right. So, what's that for Mark? What did he say there, matey?
It says injuries haven't helped us, but we need quality now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what me and Matt's gone on about. We've gone on. We spoke about our defence. That's our main target for the summer, for the January transfer window is our defence.
Yeah.
And yes, we haven't been helped with injuries yet. Absolutely, with the likes of Romero, Son, Kulu, Richarlison. You know what I mean, these are big players for Tottenham. These are big players. I mean, you go to any other big team, take 4 of their top players out. You know what I mean? Go for Arsenal, take Partey, Odegaard, Jesus, and Martinelli. They wouldn't be top of the league. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see where Mark's coming there from. Absolutely. But it's time to back him. It's time to spend. We need quality. And I think, Matt, I think it will come. I really do. And
I do think they. Well, I don't think they've got a choice but to not spend if they want to.
the thing is, Matt, how interesting would it be if they really do go out with a massive intent and go and get 2 centre backs, sort out our wing backs. Just imagine, Matt, with the quality of the tackles going forward, Matt, the whole fit team for the second half of the season, mate. I'm telling you now, we could be some
if it's players we've not necessarily heard of, or you think, oh, he's not very good, you go back to the Kulusevski and Bentancur signing. That everyone, a lot of people are happy.
We can have another 2-3 of them, Matty. This January transfer.
Oh yeah, just I like looking at that. That guy from the Atalanta guy we want. Oh, he's Ukrainian. What's his name?
Yes, yeah, I've got his name now. He looks good. He's good.
He's good on the wing. Can play in the number 10. He takes free kicks. He's a free kick specialist.
Yep. I wouldn't put it past if we.
I've heard we're in talks with him already, or we've started. So.
But if we do recruitment right in January, the right players, Matt, quality. I mean quality. A late surge for the Premier League title, mate, won't be out of our reach. A real late surge.
We're not far off, really, are we?
Trust me. People may laugh about it, Matt, and they probably sit tonight and say, "Arsenal's won again. We're 8 points behind them." But absolutely, 8 points is nothing.
We've been 8 points in front of them before, haven't we? And we've let it slip.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in football, mate. I mean, so
I'm just concentrating on ourselves, really.
Yeah, if we recruit well and get all the players back, right, I think we can have a real good second half of the season.
I just think it could be well. I've just read a stat on Chelsea. Chelsea have now gone 5 Premier League games without a win for the first time since 2012.
I mean, that's terrible. I mean,
they spent 275 million in the summer.
That goes to show, Matt.
It's not just about what you spend. You've got to recruit properly. And when I watch like Man City do it, they recruit for players that they need and the way they play.
Yeah. Is it a good luck charm, Matt? Saying like we've been playing well in second halves. Now we're going into the second half of the season, Matt.
All I want to see is us. Especially when teams like Leeds and, those sorts are coming to our ground, we're dominating the game and we're not, because the thing I didn't like today, we get 2-2 and then we just sit back again and there's no intensity and then it takes another goal and then we just score 2 in 3 minutes.
Oh, I want some of these so-called Spurs fans who go on these so-called big channels, something like that, to stop calling out Conte. I flipping hate it. Seriously. Yeah. I wish I could say, get me on that show now because I want to call this Tottenham guy out. You know what I mean? Stop going on these big shows, for clicks and bites and freaking. That's all you want. That's all you want. You know what I mean? Get your face out there. You know what I mean? And just embarrass yourself. You know what I mean? Stop embarrassing yourself. Stop embarrassing the club. Because Antonio Conte, if you wish that he needs to go, right. Telling you now, the same all you need to give your head a wobble because, mate, Antonio Conte is probably the best thing since Bill Dixon. It's got to be. You know what I mean? And yes, everyone said bring back Poch. No, we don't want that no more. No, let's bring him back. Old managers.
I'll tell you what I do like. I like that Napoli defender. What's his name? Kim Min Jae.
Yeah, Kim Min Jae.
45 million release clause he's got next summer.
Or Vincent up top.
Yeah, but he's
That guy
got,
up top, the
he's
striker.
got 45. Oh, Osimhen.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, he's decent. Yeah.
Now,
I'll tell you
this
what.
is what I'm trying to say, Matt. This
Napoli are a good side.
This is the difference, right? This is the difference of going forward as a club trying to win trophies. They're the sort of signings you need to go at. You know what I mean? The Osmans, I mean, and Kim J, we've been linked with him in the past. We could have got him. We didn't. We didn't want to spend the money. We didn't want to take the gamble on him. Napoli did, and look where he just looks a real beast of a defender.
And we were linked with him, weren't we? Do you remember? I think was it last summer? We were like Kim Min Jae, and everyone was like, "Oh, who the fucking hell's that? He's shit. We've got fucking Dyer and fucking
and look at that last.
Coming in.
Look at last January.
He's a monster.
We lost out on Diaz and things like that. People saying, "Oh, fuck, who is Kulusevski? Who's Bentancur?" Even I questioned it a bit, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to give these a go.
Yeah,
let's give him a chance.
What a player! Honestly, I think he's like our De Bruyne. He's that good.
He's got more to come. He's got more to come from him. I mean, I don't want to blow the trumpet too much, Matt. You know what I mean? Because we know we've done this before, Matt. But he is a star at the minute at the club.
Just every time I see him, he makes a difference to our attack. Easy.
That's why I do like playing that 3-man midfield, because you're on about Kulusevski or Bentancur?
Kulusevski.
Oh, Kulusevski. I'm on about Bentancur. I mean,
okay. I love Rodrigo, and he's adding goals to his game now. It's the most goals he scored, I think.
I think it's interesting to see how, because we bring on Bazuma. As soon as we bring on Bazuma, you saw him let free. That's what I was hearing.
I'll tell you that Basuma's starting to learn the way of Conte now as well. You can see it.
What I'm trying to say.
And I'll tell you what Basuma does. What Højbjerg can't do. He can beat the press. He goes round a man. Just his dribbling is. I like Højbjerg. Don't get me wrong, but I think when Basuma after the World Cup, I think he'll be in there with Bentancur. I really do.
Yeah, but then just look at our forward line, Matt. Just look at our forward line. I mean, you got going to midfield.
We haven't seen the proper front three, have we? Really, Son's had to play just with Kane because Kulu got injured. But when Kulu is in there, his decision making, and Son will be at the back post, or everyone comes in. Everyone comes alive when Kulu gets the ball. You saw it against Liverpool when Kulu got the ball. Kane scores straight away because he knows the pass is coming.
Yeah. As I said, when that was the interesting one today, Matt. When with Charleston, and I thought, he's bringing on Bazuma, and I think, and why he did, you can see now why he did, because he
wanted to free up Bentancur, but also try and overload the midfield.
Yeah, absolutely, and it does work. It does work.
It works when he does it in a game, but it doesn't work when we start off like it. I
still say we need another attacker midfielder. I think, Matty, we need to go out all out for James Maddison. I really do. Just pay what they want. Just go and get him.
Be next summer.
But why wait, Matt? This is what I'm trying to say now. This is what I'm trying. Go and get him. Go and splash that cash. The thing is, Matt, we've got.
How long has he got left on his contract?
I'm not too sure, but I want to let stories kill you, Matt, saying about we haven't got no money. Like, this club has got money, mate. We are sitting on.
I know we got money. I've never said we haven't.
No. I'm saying other people. This is what other people say, Matt. We haven't got no money. We can't spend. We are sitting on a gold mine. Trust me.
Yeah.
Right. It's a time this club go out in January. Madison's in form. Go and get him. Bomb. But let's see how the World Cup brings, Matt. Let's see. I think that will probably.
I'm not going to judge any player that comes in, and I don't really know too much about him or never heard of him, because I just think what could amount of people that I mean, I remember Kulu's first game against Brighton in the FA Cup when he came on. Everyone was like, he looks shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
He looks really slow, and I think a lot of people were just a bit annoyed that he lost out to Diaz, but sometimes these things happen for a reason, right?
Mate, he's fucking awesome, isn't it? He's absolutely awesome. And what does that CONTE catch-up say? I like Madison. He's 25, and we've had him.
We'd have him for the next 5 years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the problem with Maddison is sometimes he's not disciplined, but I just think he's a bit of a joker and a bit. I don't know if Conte would want him to not serious up, but he wouldn't be letting him go out to the darts every weekend like Leicester do. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know who I like? Is that Barella from Inter Milan?
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, mate, Gundogan from Man City is on a free in the summer.
Yeah,
you can't tell me he don't improve our midfield.
I approve it, Matt, but them sort of players.
If you release him into like if you play a 3-5-2 and maybe play him in the position where he can get forward. I mean, there was a season for City, he scored 15 goals, I think. But
yeah,
and he's quality and he's won stuff and he brings that mentality.
Absolutely.
It's not the worst option ever. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I like someone like Barella, but I think we need to sort out this defence first. I'm okay with the midfield at the moment. I think
this is where we got this is where we've got an aim in it, Matt. It's the defence, isn't it? It's defence. Yeah. We need, if we can shore up that defence in January. Right?
I'd like if it was my option, I'd like centre back, left wing back, and a right wing back. I want two wing backs as well. If
you're going to go out for it all now and say, do you know what? Doesn't matter about their age, like that.
Well, maybe two centre backs and maybe two centre backs.
Because I think he can still make.
Would Inter Milan let us have two of them? I don't know.
But pay the money, pay the dollar, lads. Pay the dollar.
You don't want to overpay and then they're shit.
I don't think they'll be shit, mate.
I don't want to get on Dombelade again.
Oh dear,
That's the other problem. We still haven't sold them two yet.
We will do. I think we'll take a miss on it. I think we'll take a.
I think we're gonna have to, really.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. He was released back into the world. Yeah. So I think that in the next few months, Matt, that the test for the board has to back Conte. They got no excuses now. They know how bad our defense is. Conte keeps going on about it. Conte at the minute is just using the excuse that the players are tired because he doesn't like. I think he's a man like.
They probably are tired as well, though. Like they probably
they're tired. Of course, they're tired. Yeah, but
how many games have they played? It's like
it's 12 in a month. They've had. Yeah.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, Matt, Conte's one of these man. He doesn't want to slag off players. I mean,
no,
he'd rather blame himself.
He needs to keep them on side.
Yeah.
For now, anyway.
So I just think now, Matt, I think that is the test now for the board. Yeah. They need to go back Conte.
Well, they've got time now. Like you say, they've got time to have a chat, have a meeting, figure out what they need, what he wants, and we'll see what happens. But yeah.
And if anyone out there who really thinks Conte can't do the job here, Jesus
Look at his
Christ.
passion today for the winning goal.
Yeah.
He wants to stay here. He just wants us. He's just trying to hold the ball.
The way he was talking the other day, Matt, it sounds like he has been told by the Levy, you are getting players. The way he's talking.
Well, probably be by Paratici, won't it? Levy will have to have the meeting with both of them, but you got to remember Levy's kind of taking the back seat and Paratici's in charge of the club, really, in terms of transfers and all that. Yeah. He's Levy's the guy in the background, really.
Yeah.
he's not interfering in transfers, I don't think, as much anymore. I think he's just there to, okay, I trust you and Conte and your recruitment team. There's the money. Go and see what you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you, Matty. But yeah, so that's what I think, Matt. I think that's how the club needs to go, Matt. I think the season, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster, mate. We've been on a ride. But
we're fourth.
There is positives.
We're 3 points behind Man City, 1 point behind Newcastle. We've been according to everyone, insane.
Right, and we're 8 behind.
And we've had Son injured, Kulusevski injured.
Yeah.
We've had Charlison injured, Romero.
I mean, so we get real quality in the defence, bulk that defence up.
We'll still say a half-fit Perisic, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you tell me another manager who's put up with this tross of defence. I mean, every other club in the Premier League have got half decent defenders who can defend.
The thing I'm liking though is the mentality to keep coming back even when it getting tough. Tough game in Marseille. You go 1-0 down. The old Spurs team would have folded. We would have lost 2 or 3.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's what I'm trying to say. This is what if we sort that defence out, we know that attack can win us games all day long.
Yeah, we scored.
We can be 2 down, 20 minutes to go, and we can trust that attack to get us back into the game. You know what I mean? That's how good that attack is. Sort it out the back. We won't concede much.
Sort it out the back. Bring in a playmaker like a Maddison or someone like that, and you'll be cooking. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, and 2 proper wing backs who can play the Conte way.
Yeah,
because that's massive.
These fans really need.
The problem is our fans aren't patient.
Yeah, they need to give the help the wobble. They really do. I mean, because I think Antonio Conte, mate, we need to keep him as long as possible.
They can't complain about the football today. It was exciting. It was a good game.
Who else is out there at the minute? You tell me one manager. Who else is out there at the minute?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to think of another manager. I trust this guy.
No, it's it. But that's what I'm saying. If he does go, if he decides, the fans don't want me. Yeah, he's not backing me. I'm going.
Well, if he goes. I'm definitely. Well, I hold Levy and Enoch accountable. Definitely.
Of course, and we've got to hold them accountable now. What's going on at the club?
Yeah.
The reason
I do think they've realised shit. We messed this right up. I do think they know they mucked it up. I really do.
I can't blame managers' tactics. But
I think they know. I think they know they've mucked up.
Yeah.
I think if you asked him down the line, whenever, what happened with Poch, and do you wish you maybe went in more than you should have, or when you did it with Harry Redknapp, when he asked for a few more players and you gave him Ryan Nelson and Louis Zaha, I do think they'll say, yeah, we fucked up. We were wrong, but we didn't have the money at the time because of this new stadium being built.
Yeah.
But there's no more of that excuse now. It's done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and I know what Mark's trying to get out there. He's magic, Mark, I really don't, mate. Seriously, I don't. He done fuck all when he was here. Yes, he brought some attacking football, but what that won us, he won us fuck all. Me personally, and it goes to show because they didn't trust Pochettino with big money. You know what I mean?
Well, he's part of the reason we got Ndombele and Lo Celso.
Yeah, absolutely.
We probably wasted a lot of money.
But I just think, as fans, we need to stick and believe that Levy are gonna. Yeah. It sounds silly, Matt, and it sounds like, Jesus Christ, you're giving them another chance. I mean, but as we say, Matt, this is their last saloon. This is their last chance.
Yeah,
because they know for sure if they don't get this right, wowza, it's bye-byes.
It will be a shitstorm, I'll tell you. It will be bad.
It will be bad. There'll be no one going to games. There'll be walkouts. There'll be protesting, and they know in the end the fans will win. So
I think Levy got a taste of it, didn't he, when in that Man United game?
yeah.
I think he shat himself then. He was like, shit, I need to do something here.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
me personally, I think Conte will get backed. I think and he get back with quality, and I really do believe. And but I would not personally rule out a sale of this football club. I just think the Google has gone quiet. The Google talks, the name rights thing have gone because that was close, Matt. All the sources, all these stories. This deal could be done in the next couple of days. That's what we was getting told, Matt. And then all of a sudden, it's gone off the face of the planet, Matt. We ain't heard of it.
We've asked for too much.
I'm just thinking at the minute, Matt. I'm just thinking there is something going on.
Maybe.
So,
I think Levy's trying to get the best deal we possibly can.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I
mean, Google could say to him, "We'll offer you 30 million a year," and he goes, "I want 40."
We know what Levy's like. Levy,
he wants the best deal possible.
Yeah. Who's Devon? Who's this one at the bottom? Conte out. He's not a Tottenham fan, is he? He's not a Tottenham fan, is it? I mean, I wouldn't put his one on the screen, Matt, because that's not.
Well, I mean, if he is, I think he needs to look at the bigger picture and think, if you want Dyer,
Devon, are you actually a Spurs fan? How'd you get out muscled when you are over 6 foot tall to a player that?
That's not Conte's fault.
Jack's in the building, Matt. Jake.
Oh, there he is.
Back from Anfield. Check score on 70th minute. Saw 3-2 leads. Then saw I come out and there's madness. Oh dear. And he is a fan. Come on. You really believe, you really want. Yes, this is what I'm saying, Devon. You're calling out these defenders, but this is not Conte's fault.
Yeah, I'm only going to judge.
This is like you can't keep blaming the managers.
Yeah,
This is down to Daniel Levy not really investing over the years properly, quality players. This is the problem. Matt,
yeah, I'm over it now, Jake. But you got away with one on that game, I'll tell you.
I think not only that, I think they got away with the second half.
A draw would have been a fair result. I don't think either team deserved to win, but
a fair result would have been a 2-2 draw. We absolutely peppered them in that second half.
But Jake, we're still, we've finished on a high and we're 4th in the league, mate. So up the Spurs.
How are Liverpool today? He plays outdated tactics. He doesn't not play outdated.
Look what he says. He says an system that the players can't handle. Where have we heard this before? Oh, the players are getting bored of training. Oh, they're not. Yeah. They're not listening. They're not. Yeah. Same players.
It's a load of old rubbish. Yeah,
they should be able to adapt.
Yeah,
get paid. Absolutely. That's like you at your work not being able to adapt to do a task, Simon, or you've been promoted to a higher rank. Bullshit.
Yeah. If you can't do it, you're getting fired. Yeah, you're going. We'll get someone else in who can do the job. You know what I mean? So I don't think Conte has got the players.
I can't just keep blaming managers.
Yeah. Conte ain't got the players to play his tactics.
The only thing I can have a go at Conte for is the fact he keeps playing Emerson Royale. But maybe that's an actual thing. Like he's doing it deliberately to put him under and go, look, this is who I've got. This is who I trust, but he's woeful.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paul says what Paul said, preach, Simon, preach. No, I'm saying, Paul, this is how it is. This is how it is. I mean, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing these fans.
Knee-jerk reaction, isn't it? I just think you need to put it all into context. Yeah.
And some of these fans, they jump on agendas, they jump on bandwagons when they see their popular YouTube channels or their Twitter friends. I mean, put it out, Conte out. Oh, I'm going to jump on that wagon. I'm going to jump on that because that is the more popular at the minute. Let's join that group. Let's not have a mind of our own. You know what I mean? It's not Conte's fault at the minute. Conte is an elite manager with elite mentality. And how dare us as a club, as fans, call Conte out for what he's won? Yeah. We're in no place to call someone like Conte out. Yeah. Conte should be firing all shots here. He deserves it. You know what I mean? We should be listening to him for what he wants and what he can
I
do.
love him, but the only criticism I'll give of him is he should be using Spence more from what I've seen. But
yeah, it's certain things, Matt.
He's human, isn't he? He's a bit stubborn, isn't he? He's a bit stubborn.
I think when he gets the defence he wants, Matt, he knows he can trust that defence. Yeah, I think he will unleash the shackles of some of these attacking players. We'll see a better happy medium, good at defending, good at attacking. At the minute, we're shit at defending. And we can't attack more because we're going to get left open.
I mean, if the plan is if someone like Brian Hill goes out on loan, then you're going to have to bring in another attacking player, aren't you?
Brian Hill's, I think he's had so much stick lately.
He's bulked up. I saw his photo the other day. He's been in the gym.
He's a baller. The guy's a baller. He just needs more time.
He is actually good. I actually do. That's the other thing. I wish he got a bit more game time. But
and Conte made the 5 subs a few weeks ago. Was that against Bournemouth when we won 3-2? Saying is that you're on about? Evan does not know what he's doing or a proper system to suit. Mate, seriously.
His natural formation is the 3-4-3 with Spurs. He hasn't been able to play it because Lucas Moura has been in and out injured, and he doesn't.
He's doing this on purpose, though, Devon. He's doing this on purpose to tell the board that I haven't got the players. The players I've got at my helm now cannot play my system. Simple as that. Go and get me the players I want.
He must know what he's doing. We wouldn't be 4th if he didn't know what he was doing. Or
That's what I'm saying.
Table don't lie, does it? Table doesn't lie.
I mean, we're 4th in the league. Next round of the Champions League. I mean, top down group. Yeah. Okay, we lost to Forest in the Carabao Cup. But Chelsea lost, Arsenal lost, West Ham lost. You know what I mean? So we can all go on about that. You know what I mean?
But I mean, it's nice to win a cup, but it would have been because the next round is 2 days after the World Cup final, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's extreme, that.
Yeah, exactly. Was you guys bothered about the league?
I was a bit annoyed because it's a cup, and I wouldn't mind winning one, obviously. But
thing is, Jake, we can't be beggars. Beggars can't be choosers, can we, Matt? We can't be. I mean, we ain't won nothing since 2008, and we need trophies. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we should have gone out to Forest, but hey, it's happened now, Jake. It's gone. We can't bring that back now. We've got to move forwards, and I really do believe that after the World Cup's been, I think Spurs will kick on. We've got some tough games coming up. January's a bit hard, Matt. We have got our on that.
But if you look, mate, we've got a lot of games at home against the top teams as well, which will be playing in our favour as well. That's what people don't understand. We've played some of the top teams away. We've been to Old Trafford, been to Stamford Bridge, been to the Emirates, been to West Ham away.
Yeah. So the only ones we haven't played yet.
Isn't it? City and Liverpool.
City and Liverpool. So, yeah.
I'll probably put Newcastle in there now, I suppose, for now.
Yeah. Newcastle will have to be thought of a top 6 plus team now. So, but Matt, any final things, Matt, going out? I mean, I think we've had an okay season so far up to now. Yeah, it's half time.
It's adequate, as I think we've said. There's been good, there's been bad.
Yeah.
But we're 4th. Absolutely. And for us to be there and thereabouts, 3 points on Manchester City, who literally have probably the best squad in the Premier League, it's not bad.
Absolutely.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's not bad with a shit defence. I mean,
But I'm
which
just
we
willing
can
to be.
improve.
I'm willing to be patient as well because I believe in this manager, and I believe if we get it right, we will. Like you say, mate, our attack's very good. We just need to get the defence right.
Yeah, absolutely. And big up Cole Simpson in the chat there, Matt. I can see him.
Yeah, just saw him, mate.
And as Conte said, Conte Ketchup said, I actually like watching this style of football. It's been something. Is there something wrong with me?
This
No.
one, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like us sitting back and just letting teams keep coming at us and we don't come out. But it was not. I quite like what I saw today, even though we conceded 3. But to be honest, Matt, we don't really concede. It's always our own mistakes where goals come from. It's never like a team really earns it.
Yeah. I just think, me personally, we'll get it right in the defence in January. And as I said just then, and I think that's when the shackles will come off his attacking players because he believes in his defence. I just
But
think
we'll have players back who won't have the World Cup on their mind anymore. They'll just have Tottenham on their mind.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing as well for this season as well.
These players are human, like you say. They can't forget that the World Cup's always going to be on their mind, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you got players jumping out with 50-50. You've got players who not giving it 100% because they want to go to the World Cup. They're desperate. Some of these players, this is the last chance saloon. They'll never have another World Cup. You know what I mean? So these sort of players don't want to miss out. You know what I mean? And I think after, as Matt said, the World Cup's gone, kick in after Christmas into January and the rest of the season. And I think that's where you'll see a serious Tottenham. I really do. As you said, it's just literally just be Tottenham all the way then. And is the treble still on?
Jesus Christ. If we're not AFTV, I'm not even getting into that. This is quite an interesting one. Devon says, you like watching Dyer and Sanchez fall over their own feet and give up shocking goals. Lol. It's not that, Devon. I think if you get rid of Conte, the new manager's going to have to learn that. So if you like continuing to watch Dyer and Sanchez fall over their own feet, then you carry on with your whatever you think, and that's your opinion, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But we're allowed our opinion, and I don't want to see these two anymore. I want someone like Conte or Conte himself to rip it up and go, look, get out. Time is up.
Yeah. And I think that's what it is. I think half these players have well overstayed their at this club, and they need to go.
Conte says, how the fuck has Kane got 12 goals in a team like this? He's amazing. Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
He has been unreal. He has been incredible this season. If it wasn't for Haaland, he would be top scorer.
And I can't wait till when they come back from the World Cup. I really can't because he's going to be a firing Kane. And I hope he keeps injury free.
Have England come back a few weeks early and Carl says it was nice to see a bit of heart today.
Yeah, it sounded like it. It sounded like a second half. As we bring on Basuma, he let Bentancur free again. And he just once we let Bentancur free, we know exactly this guy can do. You know what I mean? He's got quality in him.
Yeah. And I like this from Jake. And he's obviously not a Spurs fan, but he sees it from another fan's perspective. Getting rid of Conte now is pointless. Would just put Spurs back to square one. What would the last year and a half be worth just to scrap all the work he's done?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. I rather watch this boring football at the minute.
It smells very much of like Tuchel at Chelsea, doesn't it? Tuchel did what? 2 years at Chelsea? Done all that hard work. And then you brought in a new man and look how it's going.
Yeah, that's what
the
I'm
grass
saying.
isn't always greener on the other side.
Absolutely.
Carl also says Conte knows these players are done. This was all about getting to the January window still in contention.
Absolutely, Cole. Absolutely. He was saying this a couple of weeks ago. The players just need to give me all they can just to get us to this league's game in contention, still for the league, in the Champions League last 16, into the transfer window. And I think that's spot on. Absolutely. And we're in really good stead at the minute.
Mark says Harry will have a World Cup winners medal too. I don't think so, mate. I think I don't think it'll be a good.
Do you know what? We'll struggle to get out the group. We'll probably just make the group. Right?
USA, I'll tell you what, USA have got a good team. I looked at their team the other day. I was like, players like McKennie and people like that.
I'll tell you now, Matt, half of the England players, mate, are overrated. They're overhyped.
That defence scares me, I'll tell you. Maguire, Dyer, Trent. Oh, God. If we come up against someone like France or God knows, Brazil or something, we'll just get tanked.
Yeah, absolutely. Brazil, Argentina as well. They look dangerous as well.
They could be favourite. And it's Messi's last one. They're going to go all out for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
CONTE, Bentancur is our engine. He must be worth 60 million now, easy.
Wow, 60 million.
To be fair, he could be.
Yeah.
4 goals in the Premier League now, 2 assists.
Well, we want a consistent, innit? We want to see more of that.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean? Jake says, lads, does Potter get the sack? Seems a bit out of his depth, and now they're even below Liverpool.
Mate, seriously, I've said this about Potter. Yeah, Brighton's his limit. Seriously. I mean, can he go to Chelsea and manage the egos, the big players? Yes, probably could say. People say to me, "Oh, calm down, you're talking a bit too early." Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see.
He also says Dyer smashing the winner World Cup final.
Own goal.
God gets us. There's a problem. We'll have to sell to buy, I think, which means Levy will look to bring in cheap English players from the Championship.
No, 100%. Do not hear or listen to none of these bullshit rumors, sources on Twitter when they read about Max Aarons the other day. That is a load of rubbish. Some of these Spurs fans need to stop listening to this bullshit on Twitter. It's just nothing but bullshit.
The wing back I like. Well, it will probably be. I think he wants
all these
that did come out the other day, didn't it?
All these Twitter accounts on that. They put stories out is for the clicks, for the bites, for the likes, for the shares. That's all they're after.
Just wait. I think just wait until Fabrizio starts.
Me and Matt can come in now, Matt, and say, "Yes, Matt, we're signing this plan. We can make headlines."
Sources tell me we're getting.
Yeah, exactly. Talking out their arseholes. Don't believe it. Don't flipping. Just wait. We're not after that. CONTE, Daniel Levy knows exactly. We need to go out and just spend the money on exactly what CONTE wants.
Yeah. Or even do like what we did with Ben. Could be a loan to buy again, or just to see. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
He says it's like a circus of clown boots in the English defence with Maguire, Dyer, and Trent Arnold. Lol.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is an interesting one. Carl says, I would argue Bentancur is in the top 5 in that position in the Premier League.
100%. Yeah.
He's good.
There was an argument. I was watching and someone laughed about it. Someone said, "You're having a fucking laugh. The guy's not in the top 15. I think that was absolutely flipping. Show some respect. That disrespecting.
I'll be quite interested. I'll be quite interested to watch Uruguay because their midfield's tasty, man. They've got that Valverde from Real Madrid.
Yeah,
him and Bentancur in the midfield.
Yeah,
that could be interesting. Go on, Bentancur. Give him a little, nudge to come to Spurs. My sources tell me Potter needs to get his players in. The players he has can't play his tiki-taka brand yet.
It's another one that can't play his thing. He's got the quality. He's got more quality than what CONTE's got. Don't fucking kid me. Don't kid me. They got a better defence than us. Don't even kid me.
Final one, Jake. He says, Nunes. I have to say, he looks pretty good. That Darwin.
Is that Chris Weens there?
He says, agreed with Devin Lindsay. I won't be watching the World Cup either.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll be watching bits. I can't not. I'm going to have no football for 5 weeks otherwise.
What's that? Yeah, I've heard of Max Aarons, who's not bad as a loan deal, but he's not a Max Aarons.
Listen, I'd rather have Max Aarons than Emerson Royale. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but Max Aarons, we can't. He can't be an option.
I'll tell you the one I did hear.
It's got to be
the
quality.
guy from Bayern Munich. Oh, what's his name? I think it's Pavard. Is it Pavard?
Oh yeah, someone I've heard him. Yeah,
He's a World Cup winner. I think he scored. He's actually not. He's a right wing back, and he's quite versatile. He's not the quickest, but he knows, the position well. He might not be a bad option, just until maybe you could bring in someone like a Dumfries. But hey, look, if you could try and get Dumfries in January, why not?
What's that? I definitely agree. We need to go into the championship and bring in a few. Some of the players in the championship are better, and come on, where we want to go. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm not trying to say there's no good players in the championship, but they're not the players going to bring. You think these players in the championship are going to bring us Champions League winning medals, Premier League? No, it's not gonna. It's not what Conte wants. Conte wants ready-made players now who can come in straight away, hit the ground running, and go and win us something. You know what I mean? No championship. No, absolutely not.
Jake says Moyes is another one under pressure. I think a few teams might make manager changes during this World Cup. I don't think it'd be during the World Cup. I think it would have to be. I think Moyes would probably be safe until the pressure's on West Ham's whatever their game is when they come back, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a tough one as well, Matt.
I think getting rid of a manager, during the World Cup, that's a bit risky for me. But I think he deserves a bit longer.
Look at that Cole Simpson there. What do you say? If Levy say championship, Conte will say, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. Conte will laugh. Say, don't talk shit. Don't fucking.
I think Conte is a reasonable man. He's. If you look at what he spent at Inter and stuff, it's not actually ridiculous amounts. He just bought players that he needed. Like when he went and bought Lukaku, didn't he, for Inter? And he said, "You get me Lukaku, I'll win the league with Inter." And I think they spent 60 million. And then he bought players like Ashley Young.
Yeah, but
that was on free.
What I'm trying to say, Matt, when you're talking about Lukaku, then you go into the championship and you put out another strike. Total different, mate. Total different aspects, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're saying
he wanted Richarlison, didn't he? We went and spent 60 or whatever it was, He wanted Basuma when he got him.
Yeah. Is that the one you're on about, Matt?
No, I think Davide he's the right wing back now, but they got Pavard as well. But his contract's running down. I'm just thinking of options who we can have at wing back, other than Emerson Royale. So
yeah, but
the guy I like is Jeremy Frimpong. He plays in the Bundesliga. He's so good.
But the thing is, what's his name? The likes of Max Aarons, mate. It's no, mate. It's a no. It really is. If Max Aarons was that good, mate, he would have been snapped up by Liverpool.
He would still be in the Premier League, wouldn't he? He'd still be in the Premier League.
But he's too weak, mate. He's too weak.
You're going to buy Max Aarons, you might as well just bloody throw Spence in there.
Yeah, Spence is a fucking player. I'm telling you now, he will become a good player for Tottenham.
He is, yeah. He's a Tottenham player as well. You can see it.
Yeah, of course he is.
Conte, he said Trippier was amazing tonight. We should have never got rid of him. I think Conte would have loved him as a wing back.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because that's his natural game, isn't it? Attacking and
hindsight's very good, isn't it? Hindsight's very good. Yeah. I mean, people come and go.
I'd rather have Trippier than Emerson and Doherty. I'll tell you that. Somehow we can't. It's like our right back is cursed after Walker. We just can't get it right.
Well, because we go to bargain basement fucking players. This is what I'm saying. If you want quality, you got to pay big money, and this is the problem, mate, at this club.
Spot on.
Yeah. And a centre back, it's got to be a centre back as well. Yeah. I think,
and then I think an attacker of some kind.
Yeah,
I'd be pretty happy.
I think the attackers can wait till the summer, right? And let's see what we can get in the summer.
I think that Ukrainian bloke's coming in.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't mind him. I actually think he's a really good player.
Yeah.
He says Trippier is like a mature cheddar. He gets better with age.
Yeah.
I think playing for Atletico has made him a better player because he learned under Simeone how to be better defensively. You can see it as he brought it back to the Premier League. He was a bit erratic when he was with us.
Hakimi, I'm thinking about Hakimi.
Have we ever been linked with him though? I don't know if that's just
There's
rumours
been
and
whispers,
crappy.
It's no been.
There you go. I would like Pavard, who has said he wants a new challenge. Good player, technical, really good on the ball, can play it out from the back. I mean, he's got to have so much experience in what he's won at Bayern Munich and France. And there's worse options, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. But as said, Matt, we've had our say on it.
It's been it's been good. We've got it all out.
Yeah, exactly. And as I'm saying to you Spurs fans now, before I go, listen, do not underestimate Antonio Conte. Yeah. Don't disrespect his name and saying Conte out because we're not playing great. You're not seeing the Pochettino football, what one fuck all. You know what I mean? This manager, right? Once he gets his eye and he gets his own players and he will win us trophies. I'm telling you now. So let's back him. Yeah. Yeah, don't go on these agendas. Don't go on the popular agendas that all your mates. So my mate's saying Conte out. I'm going to say, yeah, think with your own head. Yeah, because Antonio Conte is an elite manager, and we've got to be thankful we got him at this football club. You know what I mean? Yeah, because sometimes we don't deserve to have him. You know what I mean? The way us fans go on sometimes, the way the board goes on. You know what I mean? We've got to be thankful.
I have to say, from what I was watching from the stream, the crowd, I think, did really get behind the team in the second half as well. Obviously, there were a few boos at half time, but
yeah, absolutely, Matt.
I think any team would boo their home team if they're losing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a natural thing, Matt. It's a natural thing, but it's just an embarrassment. Some of these Spurs fans to this club, to his fan base.
The problem is with today's world, mate, there's no patience in it. Everyone just wants something now. Yeah. I've got to have this now. I've got to have the latest phone. I've got to have the latest computer. I've got to have the newest car. Yeah. I've got to have the newest house or gadget and that's what the football world's turning out into. Oh, we need a new player. Oh, we need signings. It doesn't matter who it is. Sometimes needs to be a sexy signing like an Ndombele. That gets you excited. And then he does nothing and then it's a waste of 65 million. It's about signing the right players.
I said we've gone through all kinds of different player football. We've gone through all that and we won fuck all with it. Yes, you can probably say Daniel Levy didn't back Poch at the right time. Yeah, that's good hindsight. We don't know what will happen if he did. You know what I mean? So, but seriously, I don't want to see this on Twitter anymore about we don't want to flip him back Conte. Don't Conte out. I mean, what's the worth backing him and all this? I'd rather see Pochettino, but it's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. I don't want to see it. Do you know what I mean? What's that? I have paid £70 to watch us and our boo if we're crap. Mark, we're not saying, Mark, I'm not saying that you can't have your own say. I mean, at the end of what I'm trying to say is, Mark, is Antonio Conte is the best thing we've had since Bill Nicholson. Yeah, trust me on this one, right? You give him what he wants, success will be on its way. Trust me. Back this manager, as Levy's got to do it, the ball's got to do it, and as fans, we've got to do it as well. I mean, all this nonsense about Conte out because we've had a bit of a wobble. Who cares? Every club has a wobble.
This is our wobble and we're still fourth. Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I mean? And with a dog shit defence, all them injuries we've had as well, right? and he's what he's got as well. He's got that winning mentality stuck in him. In certain players at the minute, certain players have got that Conte's mentality, and they're the ones who's pulling Tottenham through in games. You know what I mean? And you can see the ones out there who has got the Conte winning mentality, and the ones who haven't. You know what I mean? And they will be found out by Conte. Trust me. Mark saying Keith Birkinshaw. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can say Keith Birkinshaw. But I still say I still go back to Bill. I still go like Bill Nick. But even so, we're going back to Keith Birkinshaw, Mark. You know what I mean? And that says it all. This is what I'm saying. This is how of a top elite manager we have. I mean, at this football club. I mean, he's the top 4 in the Premier League. I mean, and what else do you want? Really, what else do you want? I mean, and it's annoying. It is annoying when it doesn't go our way sometimes, and it's always the manager's fault. Always the manager's fault. You know what I mean? So, to me, I'm just going to stick here. I'm going to back Conte all the way. I mean, we know exactly what serial winner he was. He is, sorry. And just it just, you don't need to think you don't have to think anymore. Just look at that passion on the sideline as well from Conte. How much he wants this club to succeed. He knows.
Well, I think what you got to realise as well is he lost probably one of his mentors and probably one of his closest friends or oldest friend he's had as well. And it was only 40 something days ago. I mean, mourning can take everyone different time. I don't think he's probably had enough proper time to mourn because it's been so chaotic with the fixtures, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so maybe that's sometimes why you haven't seen him as passionate, because if you're feeling sad, you can't always just get up for it. Do you know what I mean?
But Matt, it's been good. It's been good to get back on here, mate. We've had our say.
Yeah. I think just be patient, people, and just try and get me on the team.
And we'll be back on here. We'll be back on here, and we'll be talking about other things. I mean,
yeah. Well, we'll do some World Cup shows. I'm sure, couldn't we?
Yeah. What, talking about Brazil, I think.
I don't know. Yeah. Be interesting to do an England, maybe like an England squad. What we think of it? Who would you have taken, or what you might have done different? That might be good.
Yeah,
I don't know. You guys, guys in the comments, if you'd like to see that, that might be just something a bit different. Oh, here we go.
So,
here we go.
Give us another quiz. Yeah, well, that's what we can do.
We need. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and stay consistent, even though it's going to be the World Cup.
We'll bring you another shit. We'll bring you another shit quiz. Big up both of you for Mark. The amount of people with what's that? Hard on for Poch. He won us absolutely nothing. We've argued the best team. Absolutely. Look at that team Pochettino had. You're telling me if Conte had that team, we would have won at least the Premier League or the Champions League. One of them, I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. I mean, that's a good one from Cole. Absolutely.
This isn't a bad one either.
Yeah, what other manager would have us sitting fourth with the current team? Conte is the best, so don't push him out, is what I say. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I mean, so as I said, guys, we're going to leave it as that. And it's been great to get back on it. It's been some new faces and all our regulars. Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good, and I thank you for everyone who joined in tonight. And as we said, guys, just back Conte, just back him, because get behind him. I mean, and call out these other fans as well, guys. Make sure if you're on any other streams or you're watching any other streams now, you get into that inbox, you get into these comments, and you called out these type of fans who called him for Conte's head. I mean, okay, when they taking out, when they're calling out defenders and things like that, yes, we've done it tonight, and I think we're in our own right, and I think that's what it needs to be. But Antonio Conte, no chance. Nah, I won't talk to people about that. You know what I mean? But let's and that last comment there says Poch wasn't backed in 3 windows. Respect the man. He could have won the proper back with proper backing. Hindsight's great again. We don't know. But people always say about Poch. But I don't think
I always love him for what he's done and what he did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a Poch hater. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm just saying
I just
Pochettino didn't want fuck all with us, and that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you want Pochettino back now, oh dear. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to someone like a like in the nearest future, like Southampton, go back to their side, or like a Brighton. You know what I mean, Poch. You know what I mean, so
Newcastle.
Yeah, even Newcastle. So right. So guys, thank you very much. Thanks for everyone in the comment section. It's been great. Everyone, every single one of you. Thanks for your comments tonight. So Matt, thanks for coming back on, matey. It's been great.
Problem, mate.
And we'll I said we'll get another one going.
Yes, we will. We're going to try and well, we've got to try and stay consistent for you guys, because we appreciate people stuck round. So we'll put the effort in, and we'll try and do one a week if we can. But I'll talk to Simon after this and we'll sort something out. But good show, and maybe enjoy a few weeks off, because I'm quite be quite nice just to sort of watch football and not get
and just watch,
just enjoy it. Try and enjoy it.
Just watch the space. Just watch the space, because I think there's something boiling up. There could be some sort of takeover or something's going on here, guys. So I mean, but
enjoy match of the day tonight.
Enjoy the match of the day, because that's what I'm going to go and
I
watch.
haven't watched that for weeks.
Right. Good night, guys. God bless. We'll see you again. And all you Conte haters, give your head a wobble. Yeah. Conte is the best thing since probably Keith Bergshaw or Bill Nick. Right.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Spurs. Come on. Believe. Come on.
And also, good luck to the England cricket team tomorrow.
Right.
Big final.
Good night. God bless, guys.